Hey, TVs, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I got on my witch hat today. I'm getting my witch on. Ooh, I tell you. And look what I got painted on my brow. The purple crescent moon. You see that right there? That's what we call Wiccan tea lock. Yesterday, I did a video. If you didn't see it, you got to check it out. Did a video about the mystical blue gods of India. And yesterday, I wore Hindu tilak on my forehead. But you know, tilak, which is it's a word that means sacred mark, is not limited to the Hindus. We Wiccans wear it. In fact, it was traditional that Wiccans many years ago wore crescent moons on their foreheads. So I'm wearing the sacred purple crescent today. That's one of the signs of the Order of the Purple Cord. And if you want to learn about the Order of the Purple Cord, pop over to my website, www.psychicbob.com, and you can learn about that. Well, here we are today. It's Vlog Thursday, and I still have to get a new camera, so I'm not able to do an outdoor video today. But I thought we'd just kind of nestle in here because it's getting really cold out here again. And we would talk about some magic. You guys have been asking me to teach you some more magic. And I thought today we would do a look at my book. This is one of my books out, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. And you can see it's by me, Bob Hickman. And you can get this over at my website, www.psychicbob.com. In fact, I'll read the back cover to you here, okay? And it says, have you ever wanted to learn magic, but didn't know where to begin? Have you ever wished you could be a witch? Does the idea of conjuring excite you? Join Psychic Bob on a magical journey. Learn practical magic that you can use every day. Discover how to find love, happiness, and even wealth with Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. Visit Psychic Bob on the web, www.psychicbob.com. So this is my book. You can, again, get this over at my website. Now, this book, just so you know, it has a lot in it. It's a little book, but let me tell you, I packed a lot of magic into it. Hello, Grizzly. Grizzly just had to come in. Hello, Boo-Boo. Come up here. Say hi to the TVs. There they are. Yeah. Oh, there's my buddy. Well, you know, whenever you talk about magic, animals show up. Isn't that something? You just push the door open. All right, Boo-Boo, sit down here. We're going to do a video. So anyways, we're going to look at some magic. But as I was saying, this, even though it's a little book, packs a lot of magic. In fact, I'll read the table of contents to you here. Where are you going, Grace? Okay, so it says Introduction, Prologue, Spirit Spells. Okay, there's a whole chapter on spirit spells, another chapter on sun spells, a chapter on moon spells, a chapter on protection spells, a chapter on prosperity spells, life spells, and then a postscript. And I wrote this book a few years ago, and I go back to it. It's really kind of taken from a time in my life when I was learning magic. And these spells, I wrote most all of them myself. So I captured a lot of them, took them out of my Book of Shadows, put them in here so you guys can learn this. In fact, I think, you know, I'm going to read the prologue to you before we get into everything today. Prologue is kind of sets the tone of the book, okay? So, oops, I got to put on my glasses. My eyes aren't so good. Prologue. I rush home from work. It is autumn and the sun is just starting to set. Soon it will be moonrise, and I can't wait. Throwing my briefcase in the chair by the door, I enter my bedroom where my altar is located. Stepping into the room, I can smell the sweet smell of incense from the previous night's ritual. The smell takes me back to the previous night when I worked on a spirit conjuration, with amazing results, I might add. I reach over to my Book of Shadows. It is now heavy with a few years of spellcraft. How did I accumulate so much in this book, I ask myself. Gathering up my supplies, ritual knife, silver chalice, pentacle, and wand, I move to the living room. Opening my drapes, I peer out the giant sliding glass door. The sun is now set and the first stars begin to twinkle against the rose-blushed dark blue sky. As I sit, the dark blue becomes more prominent, and then in a flash, the moon appears on the horizon. I've watched this scene many times, yet each is like I have never seen such glory. I stare in wonder. I begin my chant to the great goddess of the moon. As I hum along, I am mesmerized by her sight and energy. Magic is alive. So that's the prologue to this book, and I hope that you'll consider, investing in it. It's not expensive, but you can get it over my website. I don't remember what the price is on this. It might be like $10. I don't know, maybe less. But anyways, so today we're going to do a spell from the section called Protection Spells. There's the beginning of the chapter. And we're going to do a spell called, oops, hold on, let me get it over here. Spell to break evil magic. Okay? So I'm going to read this for you, and then we'll do the spell. Okay? Oh, by the way, here's the picture that goes with it. Isn't that cute? There's a witch at her cauldron. Hope you guys can see that. It says, a good witch conjuring up a mystical brew. And there she is with her cauldron steaming, and there's the moon behind her. Isn't that beautiful with her wand with the pentacle on top? I did all the artwork in this book too. All right, so here's the spell. If someone has raised a hex against you, you can break it with this spell. Mix equal parts salt and herb dill in a bowl. Do not grind, simply stir and loosely mix these herbs. Fill a small bag with the mixture that you can carry with you. For the remaining mixture, sprinkle it across the doorstep of each door to your home and recite the following. Magic black, I send you back. No more here to dwell, I cast you out by this spell. After you do this, burn one white candle to set the seal of protection. So see, that's not too hard. I think we can do that. So let's look at our setup here, okay? All right, so sitting here before me, hope you guys can see this, I've got some bowls. Now, what I recommend to do is have 3 different bowls, okay? Now, if you can't do that, that's okay, because if you're traveling, you might need one. But if you can, the ideal is to literally set out your herbs that you're going to use just for maybe a half an hour before. Now, I didn't get to do that today because I've been busy. But ideally, you want to have a bowl to put salt in, another bowl to put your dill in. You don't have to have a lot of dill, as much as you want. Maybe like a teaspoon or 2. There's about a teaspoon or more, about 2 teaspoons probably. And you put your herbs out and just let them sit for a while. It allows them to aerate, okay? And then what you want to do is, after you prepare yourself magically, which means some meditation, maybe do a special ritual bath, let these herbs sit out maybe half an hour. And when you're ready, what you do is you go to your altar, and then you just loosely mix them. So you might want to just pour your salt into the central main bowl. Okay, and then you pour your dill in. Now, as it says in the spell, you don't have to have a grinder, a mortar and pestle. Now, actually, you could do that, but really you don't need to. Just loosely mix them. And as you mix it, just mix them with your hands, because using your hands puts personal energy into it. And just as you do it, visualize power glowing. You want to kind of visualize your bowl as emitting light. So these herbs and the salt are creating a beautiful mystical blue light. Just visualize a blue glowing light. And as you do that, visualize your home being protected. Visualize that light going around you, and nothing can cross over that light. Okay? And just mix those and just spend a little time. You don't have to rush this. Take your time and really just mix that and meditate on it. Okay? Then what you want to do is chant the following. Okay? Oh, first of all, after you do that, well, you can do this chant too, either way. But we'll do the chant now. And we say, and you can be doing this as you mix, even chant this. In fact, I would do it at the same time. Just be mixing it. And then you say the following. Magic black, I send you back. No more here to dwell. I cast you out by the spell. And in fact, you can read that and do it multiple times. Magic black, I send you back. No more here to dwell. I cast you out by the spell. Okay? Now, after you do that, what you want to do is then get a little bag. Now, I don't have any mojo bags. Normally, I have little velvet or cotton bags. You can buy these they're little jewelry bags on eBay or Amazon. They're great for mojo bags. Or sometimes if you find a spiritual supply house, you can buy the little mojo bags. In fact, you might want to go over to rarewiccaspells.com. They sell these little mojo bags. But in the event that you got to do this on the fly and you can't do it, you could get just a little plastic bag and put some of that mixture in it. So you can just carry it with you. You don't have to have a lot. But as you're mixing this and visualizing, the light, you also want to visualize that any negative light around you is being depleted and broken. Because I'll tell you, one time I actually had somebody do black magic on me. And I did this spell and literally it broke it. And the person that did it was an evil sorcerer. And they actually called me on the phone. And they said, how did you do it? I felt you do something against me. And I said, I didn't do anything against you. I said, I simply broke your spell. And the guy goes, oh my God, you knew. I said, I knew. He said, wow. He said, I don't like it, but I'm impressed. I said, don't mess with me. So you can have a little bag like this. You can get these if you're traveling. Like this is a great travel magic spell. And you can buy these at any little grocery store. And this puts that in it. Put it down in your bag. Now, like you know me, I carry my Louis Vuitton bag everywhere. And so once that's in this little bag, I can just drop that down in my Louis Vuitton bag. And I'm carrying that magical protection with me. That energy will go wherever I go. Now, the other thing that you want to do with this is the remaining mixture you can sprinkle it, literally just sprinkle it along your doorstep. Like if this were my doorstep, just sprinkle it in a line across it and then chant that chant again that we chanted earlier. And I'll just read it one more time. So you could chant that as you sprinkle along your doorway or around your windows. Magic black, I send you back. No more here to dwell. I cast you out by this spell. And that will set a barrier of protection around your doorways or windows, okay? Now, the last part of this spell says, after you do this, burn one white candle to set the seal of protection. Well, I found a candle here, and we're going to use that. So here's my white candle. Now, just light it, and you just light it, and you can just, again, either say that chant, or just light it, meditate on it, and know that your spell is set, and you are in good stead. And so you see, that's a very simple but very powerful spell, and I can attest to the fact that it really works. So I got my candle here, and I'm meditating on the power of the light of the spell we just cast. And if you do that, you'll break any curse over you, and you'll set a barrier of protection. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this today. If you like this spell, want to learn more, definitely check out my book, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. It's available at my website, www.psychicbob.com. It has all the info over there about it, so definitely check it out. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to keep it short because I've got to help Mom today. By the way, update, Mom wants to say thank you to all of you for all your support and prayers. She's doing great. She went to the doctor yesterday. They took the staples out of the back of her head, and she really looks great. It's healed so quickly. It's amazing. So we're very thankful for that. Anyways, you'll probably see Mom, I think probably on Sunday. She said she might want to stop in and be on the witching hour. So I think we'll have Mama Hickman on the witching hour this week. That'll be a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, I hope wherever you are having an awesome day. I want to give a big shout out to all the new subs. Welcome to Spirit Channel. And if you're new here and haven't done so, help Psychic Bob out. Or even if you're not new, hit that like button. Favorite this video. Share it with your friends. Pass it around. And for those of you who haven't done so, hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. Anyways, I hope you'll keep it here. And if you want to get on my schedule also for a private reading, if you go to my website, www.psychicbob.com, you can read more about me, or you can call my office, 703-825-3929. Get on my schedule for a private reading. We've had a lot of calls come in. Thank you. I'm still getting back to a few of you, but we will get you on the schedule. It's just been a really, really busy time with New Year's and all. But I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope you'll keep it here at Spirit Channel. Pop over and get my book, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. I think you'll like it. You know, we have a lot of fun with this, and we're going to do more spells. I think tomorrow we're going to continue and do another magic spell from this. As I said, while I'm at Mom's, my schedule's a little erratic, so I'm going to probably do a little different videos than we normally do. But just come along and have fun for the adventure. So be back here tomorrow, and we're going to have some more magic from Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. You guys rest. I love you. Thanks for being here. Blessings to all of you. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. Until then, may you all always blessed be.